Hey guys, this is Yvonne. Welcome to my channel with a new video today of does my twin flame even care about me? Do they not care at all? Am I just like some random person, like worse than whatever, like a neighbor or whatever, like no one to them? Because maybe you know one of the following situations. Maybe you went through or you're going through a sickness, or you're going through someone died in your family, like I hope not, but it happens. Or you just escaped, like by a second, you escaped a car crash, like right behind you, car crashed, and you were like, oh my gosh, that was such a close call. Or whatever, you missed a plane, or I don't know, like any of these like life-threatening situations or like dramatic situations where you're like, oh my gosh, like this was a close call. Like I can't believe I got out of this safe. I can't believe, I don't know, I have a fever for 2 weeks. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna get better. And so you figure like one of these situations and you're like, well, if this isn't a reason to reach out to my twin flame, I don't know what is. Like this is a great reason to get in touch with them, because they won't be able to resist. They won't be able to like not respond what they usually do. Maybe they won't be like, they have a heart, right? They have a heart, so their heart will go out to me. They will at least acknowledge me or wish me luck, and this will allow us to be in touch again, to be talking again, and for us to bond. And so you're like thanking the heavens, right, for this. Even though it's a not so nice situation, you're like, well, I'm sort of grateful this happened, because this allows me to reach out to him or her, right? Whatever it is. You fill in the blanks, you fill in the pronouns. And so you're like, that's amazing, like as bad as the situation is, at least it has a positive, like a silver lining. And I get to be back in touch with my twin flame with this brand new breaking news, of like, wow, 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 almost died. And so you do reach out. You take your phone, you write a message, you call them, you send a TikTok, or you send a WhatsApp, or you send a Bumblebee, whatever it is, whatever apps you have on your phone. You send that off, and time goes by, or the phone rings, no one's picking up. All of a sudden, call denied. Or your TikTok message is can you send messages on TikTok? I'm such a child making fun of these things. Yeah, obviously I don't have TikTok. So but so you do that, right? You have that, you take that action, and then you sort of wait. You're like, I can't believe he just denied my call. I'm sure it's an error. Let me call again. Let me call again and just tell him how closely I escaped death just like 2 seconds ago. And no, again, like, call denied, or your message didn't even go through wherever you sent it. And that's when it dawns on you. You're like, what? Maybe you even send the news, right? You type it out and it's for him to read, but no reply. And you're like, oh my gosh, what is this? I can't believe he just did that. I can't believe he just ignored that I had this breaking news for him, which should scare him to his bones, because it's basically like, hey, I almost died. You can be happy I'm still here. Or I'm going through this really, really bad, rough patch in my life, or whatever it is, you name it, right? I'm sure you've had situations like that. You know what I'm talking about. And just nothing. Just crickets, right? As you say in American. And it dawns on you, you're like, I can't believe it. You're like, even my neighbor would reply to me. Even my I don't even know, my middle school teacher would reply to me. Even my cousin I hate and who lives over in Australia, who I never talk to, even she would have a heart and reply to whatever I'm sharing here. Even she would at least go, oh, look, I'm sorry. I know we never got along. I know I hate you. I know you hate me, but I don't wish this on anyone. Like, is there anything I can do? Maybe, right? But you didn't count in your twin flame, because your twin flame doesn't give a damn. It seems, right? They don't reply. They don't respond. There's nothing coming your way. There's no empathy, no feelings from his or her part, no, nothing. And you're like, okay, this, this is the straw that breaks the camel's back. This is it. I need to move on because this is inhumane, right? This is not human to not react at all. Like, even like me, right? If someone reached out to me and told me these things, like, I have some sort of sympathy, some sort of words of sympathy, of empathy, of yeah, sharing feelings of, but this, no, I can't deal with this. This is obviously, he does not care about me. I'm totally like, he does not care about me at all. I'm worse than like the trash can I'm taking out every morning. I'm worse than that to him. I'm just nothing. So you decide to move on. You're like, I can't do this any longer. Been doing this for long enough. This is not normal. And as always, this feeling will pass and you will start to see the truth. What is the truth behind all this? What's happening here? Is he really like a bad person with no heart at all? Like, maybe for months and years you thought, oh, he has a golden heart. Like, he's such a good guy, And all of a sudden you're like, what? Like, honestly? You just leave me in the dumps like that? Wow. So yeah, you decide to move on because you don't see the truth. What is the truth? What is actually happening? Well, if you're honest with yourself, and I know if you're on this journey and you have been for a while, you at least learn to be honest with yourself, because otherwise it's really like there's no dealing with this whole thing if you're not. You have to be honest with yourself. So if you're honest with yourself, you know that deep down, somewhere deep down, there was ego involved. There was that, this is like, as I said, you sort of welcome that incident because you're like, oh, this allows me now to be in touch. And this allows me to take from him, to get something from him or her, to be in touch, right? Which is to get something. It's not to give something. You don't really care about giving the news. You care about receiving something back. Right? And you care about being in touch, which is a really selfish act if you think of it, because you want to be in touch, because that's what you've wanted all this time. So there's ego, right? Plus, you're reaching outside of yourself to get whatever you think you need, which is compassion, empathy, love, affection, all these things. You're reaching outside and you feel it's a good enough reason to do that in order to get it. And your twin flame is smarter than you. Sorry, no, you're one, you're the same. You're both smart. But on a soul level, he or she, they're so smart that they know this is not helpful for her. This is not what she or he needs right now. They know that. You feel, I know exactly what I need. I need a hug from you. I need a phone call. I need a text message. I need some sort of support from you. But they know better. They're like, no, this would just tend to her neediness. I hope that makes sense in English grammatically and vocabulary wise. That would just strengthen her neediness. That would just, I think tend to, that's something you say, right? It would just let her be in that victim mode of she needs something outside of herself. So I can't do that because I'm not about that. Me, twin flame, I'm not about that at all. I'm about pushing her to get to know herself, to get to know her strength, to embody her full strength, her or his, right? That's what I'm about. That's my mission. That's my soul's mission, is to empower my dearly loved twin flame counterpart. It's to empower her or him and to let him be stripped of all ego. And ego has you reach out in the first place, and your twin flame sees right through it. They're you. You can't lie to them. They see through it. That's what they're here for. They're your biggest mirror. They're like, you might play anyone else with that. You might, deceive them into, oh my God, you're such a poor thing. Yeah, let me tend to your neediness and to your victimhood. But I'm not here for that at all. I'm here for you to realize that you find all the strength and everything you need in yourself and in your correct connection with the divine. Because that's what it's all about. That is what twin flames are about, that they discover that connection, right? that they awaken. This awakening thing, what is that even, right? It's realizing that there's more than 3D, like the things you can touch. Oh, there's a table, there's a knee, I need money, I want money, I love cars. You can love all that, but there's other dimensions, right? You start to see with your heart. You start to know it's all about love. You don't care about the materialistic 3D stuff, right? That's a really brief description of what awakening is about. It's just realizing that there's oneness, right? You're one with the divine. You're one with everyone you see around you. The world's a mirror, like all these things. I could go on, but that's the purpose of twin flames. So your twin flame tending to your neediness and your victimhood is not at all helpful to you, because you need to realize that, as I said, your source is not him or her. It's the divine. So them not giving you that support in that moment, you're not alone if you experience anything like that. It's common. It's very common. And the goal, as I said, is for you to go through the whole anger that will come up with that. Of like, how can he? Who does she think she is? Now I'm done. You go through all that in order to then realize, oh my gosh, it was actually a good thing that happened, because then I realized, okay, no playing games with him or her. You know, it's not about that. He can't be deceived, and I can't deceive myself. If I'm honest, I know I have the strength in me. I know I don't need to reach out of my outside of myself. It's not about you never getting support at all, right? In fact, if you want support, I help you on your journey, but it's about you going to yourself first, and you knowing you have everything you need. And neediness is very repelling, right? So reaching out in a situation of whatever it is, of urgency like that, is never very attractive. And once you heal through all the blocks where you're not taking the where you don't find the love within you, you heal through all that, then it can become possible that he's actually there for you when you need him. But because it's not needy anymore, because you know you give yourself first, you give to yourself first, and from yourself or from the divine to yourself first. You don't have an empty cup and you go like, hey, please, could you please fill up? But no, you filled your own cup. And yes, then sometimes we need a little help from a friend, right? And she or he is more than happy to do that, because that's also their job, is to be your best friend and to be your closest partner. But it's you coming with a full cup. With an empty cup, there's just like, no, I'm not, no refill machine, babe. You fill your own cup. That's not my job, right? So yeah, that's the answer to, does my twin flame not care about me? Do they even hate me? Do they treat me like, think I'm worse than, as I said, their neighbor or their middle school teacher? And no, it's not so. They love you so much that they want to see you in your power. They love you so much that this isn't conscious, right? It's not, oh, I'm not going to reply to her. It's like, I can't. I don't know why, but I can't. It doesn't feel good to me to do that. It's because their higher purpose, as I said, is to empower you. And that's love. That's actually love. That's true love. To leave you in your ego patterns is not true love. So yeah, I hope you like this video. I hope it gives you the insight you were hoping for. Reach out if you want to work with me. Thank you so much for your support. Comment below if you want to share, subscribe, all that. And I see you very soon. Watch my other videos. Talk soon. Thank you. Love you. Bye.